afternoon. Good afternoon. How everybody doing this afternoon? Got some breaking news. I'm gonna give it a minute before I get started. To the three people who popped in the room, I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, or Como, whatever how you say it, resigns. So if y'all don't know the backstory on it, this been dragging out for shit. I know it's happening around the time before the COVID. So it's been dragging out about a year and some change about these allegations on Governor Cuomo. But since Trump was in office and him and Trump was going back and forth, and it was the whole COVID, and he was considered courageous and upstanding and such a leader to basically shut New York down and do all the shit where they was hyping him up, right? But it was an undertone about him and these allegations about these sexual allegations, allegedly. So, reckoning day has came. The voices got louder. The lady didn't waver. And now he has to resign. So I'm reading this from CNN. This is for fair use. I'm just reading it from CNN website. It says New York Governor Andrew Cuomo announced that he is resigning effective in 14 days. So in 2 weeks, he out of there. New York Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul will replace Cuomo and become the state's first female governor. State investigation released last week found Cuomo sexually harassed multiple women and violated state law allegations he denies. Cuomo, who was facing an impeachment investigation from New York's Assembly Judiciary Committee. So that's why he stepped down. He didn't want to go through all that, where he could have went to jail. By him resigning, he still get to resign like on top and not have that asterisk. Well, it's going to be an asterisk next to his name, but not have that totally on his record. You know what I mean? So basically, the man got to step down in 2 weeks. But he got pressure from the Democrats. Now, this how politics and how phony politics is, man. They so worried about the midterm election. They still gonna lose a lot of seats in the House and some in the Senate. They gonna lose because people seeing what's going on with this whole pushing of the vaccine, and it's a lot of fuckery going on from the Democrat side, right? So they wanted him to step down. That's why he stepped down, because they know that is going to be an anchor on the Democratic ticket when it comes to the general election. So he got pressure from people in Congress. I'm pretty sure the president low key was like, hey, they're going to be looking at me in a minute. So I'm going to touch on that for a hot second. So that just show you how politics work, man. You know what I mean? Now, he did all that bullshit talking about Trump and what Trump did and all that. All these people, man, I don't give a fuck if they Democrat or Republicans. They human, and a lot of them are phony. And it's crazy how people start believing and start worshiping these people, man. Stop believing everything like such and such can't be like that. Such and such is like, come on, man, these people are human. They not gods. Y'all treating these people like they gods on earth. You got to look at people for what they is. That man has power. I know niggas around here with a couple of dollars in the hood and be talking crazy to chicks. So just imagine, nigga, that's the governor of the New York City, the largest city in the United States. You think he not gonna be talking crazy and be like, hey, I'm governor, whoop, 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 and try to coerce women or allegedly sexually harass women? Why do you think Trump did what he did? He got a bunch of money. Obviously, he don't have no game. He a fat dude. Most fat dudes, that's why they call fat dudes fat max, because they spend money. They be tricking. So at the end of the day, Trump basically, oh, I own all these towers. I own this. I'm this and I'm that. So you know he talking to females crazy. Probably grabbing, like you said, grabbing them by they, you know what I'm saying, by they pussy and the whole nine. But again, I'm in the hood with niggas with a few dollars and they be talking crazy to chicks and chicks be letting them. Because, oh, that's Joe Blow. Joe Blow got a Escalade. So just imagine a nigga with a bunch of motels and running for president. New York governor, Cuomo, all the power and money he got. Like, make that make sense, man. These folk is human, man. They gonna make mistakes, man. But I'm just pointing out to y'all about the politics of the bullshit, because I'm gonna touch on Joe Biden. Now, Joe Biden got the similar allegations, allegedly, against him, just like the New York governor, Cuomo. It's a female out here that says Joe Biden sexually harassed her or touched her. But since he was running against Trump, all the women who got this whole Me Too movement and believe every woman who comes forward, all of a sudden don't want to believe that woman that basically made them allegations against Joe Biden. But they want y'all to believe all the allegations of women against Trump, because people was using their emotions or overriding their emotions than thinking. They wasn't thinking. So to all the females that's out there, that's Democratic, that voted for Joe Biden, y'all false as hell. Because y'all picking and choosing who should believe and who you shouldn't believe. So if y'all believe all the women of T.I., okay, T.I., they say T.I., oh, we believe every woman that's coming forward with T.I. We believe every woman that's coming forward on such and such. So y'all believe all the women that's coming forward on black men. Y'all believe all the women about Bill Cosby. All the women. Y'all believe everything about R. Kelly. But since Joe Biden was going against Trump and y'all were so emotional about Trump and not thinking like, hold up, it's a female saying this man allegedly did something to her sexually. And y'all still voted for him and y'all still riding with him. Like, make that make sense to me. That's so false, man. Let's have an even balance, man. If y'all gonna call once, because I'm not neither with none of them motherfuckers. I just see the bullshit on both sides. Because we dealing with human beings. We're not dealing with gods. We're not dealing with aliens. We're dealing with human beings. Oh, I can't believe a Catholic priest touched a little boy. A Catholic priest got to make a devout, I don't know what I'm trying to use, but basically they got to denounce sex. That's not going to happen. If you a man and your thing work, you going to get tough in the draws. Bottom line, I don't give a damn who you is. That's like them nuns. You just don't hear about the nuns, but at the end of the day, they get tough in the draws. They probably got lesbian allegations and rape allegations and all that going on within their little convent. You just hear more about the men, because men on little boy is super taboo and super wrong in society. But then when it comes to a female predatorizing another female, that ain't seen as something that happens a lot, but it do happen a lot. My wife know a friend of hers that was molested by her babysitter. So a female babysitter that my wife know, her friend molested her friend. But see, that's something that you don't hear about. Again, so we dealing with human beings, man. We not dealing with, again, aliens and gods, man. Stop elevating these people like they can't do no wrong. I'm not mad at Governor Cuomo. I'm not upset. If I was a Democrat, I wouldn't be upset, because I got enough sense to know that man human. That man got a thing. That man got power. He see a nice little young intern. Hey, I'm Governor Cuomo. Come over here. Stop playing. Y'all acting like this shit. Y'all acting like y'all don't know niggas in the hood that be on that type of time. Same thing with Trump. I ain't mad at him. He got all the money, all the power. He come from prestige. He come from generational wealth. He come from where they talk to females a certain type of way. Y'all acting like this is something new. It's niggas in the hood, like I said for the 100th time, that got a few dollars, an Escalade, got a little name for itself. He go to the club, all the females on him. He might even snatch a female up and be like, hey, they call me D-Block, or they call me whatever. That's a regular nigga with a couple of dollars, with no real power, because he on the street level. That's a small level. But when you in the streets, it seems big, but he really a small nigga, because soon the feds or the DEA or the ATF run up on him, it shows you how small he is. You understand? But just imagine a governor, a sitting governor, just like Bill Clinton. Why you think Bill Clinton did what he did with Monica Lewinsky? Why you think Monica Lewinsky did what she did to him? Women love money and women love power. That's why they always, you don't never see them go after a regular dude. Only time females go after a regular dude is, in my case, in the hood, is when a female that was real pretty, that was the shit in high school, that was real pretty, she get out here with these street niggas, she have a bunch of kids, so by the time she hit her 30s, her mid-30s, she done got about 3 or 4 kids, 3 different baby daddies. Now she want a regular nigga. Now she want a nigga that go to work, the nigga that she call lame. Cause now don't nobody want her. The dope boys don't want her no more. The young dope boys definitely don't want her. So it's the same thing, man. Some of these women, yes, they victims. But let's just keep it a buck, man. Women love money. Women love power. Why you think Jay-Z is highly respected? Not because Jay-Z fine and Jay-Z the best rapper of all times. Jay-Z got money. It's take money. When you broke, right now it's females calling niggas bums. You bum ass nigga, you bum ass nigga. That's why niggas around here on a low level selling dope, robbing, killing, whatever they gotta do to get some money to try to impress the same broad that's calling him a bum ass nigga. Because they don't respect nothing but money and power. Y'all heard the song, money, power, respect. So that's what it is, man. So y'all be surprised about these politicians that end up in certain situations on both sides. Stop picking sides. That's what y'all need to, especially black people. Let me talk directly to black folk, man. To the 2 people in this room, if you black, listen, man, stop using your emotions when it comes to this shit. That's like in the black community, you can't say nothing about your pastor. If your pastor is praying on the flock, sleeping with the women in the congregation, you got a right to say, hey, hold up. He wrong. But some black people, no, you can't talk about pastor, woo, 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 woo. No, wrong is wrong and right is right. Stop picking sides. Well, we got to be Democratic. Who said you got to be Democratic, man? Like, stop thinking like that and think for yourself, man. Be an independent. That's what I teach my boys. Be an independent thinker, man. It's okay to group up. I understand why people get in groups. It's less guilt to swallow. I get it. I understand why people roll in packs. Less guilt to swallow. Don't nobody want to be an individual. Don't nobody really want to stand out there by themselves. I get that. But that's why politicians do what they do. You elevate them like that. Y'all elevated Cuomo because y'all, oh, he's being so courageous with the coronavirus and he's shutting down New York. He's being a leader. Whole time he fucking with women. Now, the same people who was on his tip gonna be like, oh man, he false, he fake, he ain't real, he hurt them. Now y'all want to go against it. See, people will build you up to tear you down. That's why I've never been that way. When people try to be, all right, no, I'm straight, I'm regular. I don't never try to elevate myself to a level of beyond than what I am. For me, my personal. Because people will build you up and tear you down. They did it to Michael Jackson, built him up, tore him down. R. Kelly built him up, tore him down. So same thing with politicians. And then people forget these people are human. They got penises. If your penis worked and you got power, you got money, well, you know, he should be a good family man. He's married, he got kids. Hey, man, people dip off, man. Women dip off, man. I know a female personally who confided in me. I do the little, entertainment thing. So I do hair shows, I do different things, and the young lady who I wanted to get in it, me and her conversating. I don't know how we got on this conversation. Maybe she was in the confessional. I don't know. But this woman was married and slipped and dipped out on her husband and had a side kid with the side nigga. So it happens on both ends. It's just not all males doing it, and it's not all females doing it. It's just human beings, man. If you with a woman and she not getting pleasure, what you think she gonna do, man? You think she gonna stay with you? You think she not gonna listen to what old boy saying to her? Vice versa, same thing with men, especially with a man of a certain caliber. Women out here want a nigga with a certain caliber and don't understand. Well, they do understand, but they thinking they're God Almighty, and it's not your God Almighty. You a good woman. A lot of women who get cheated on, they start questioning themselves. You a good woman, but at the end of the day, a man with power and money gonna have women approach him. You only can knock down and block so many women. Because if you got a wife and you trying to sleep with her, and she always, oh, I got a headache. Oh, I'm so tired. I don't feel like it tonight. But then he go to work as a governor. He goes to his CEO job. He goes to wherever he goes. That's just like Jeff Bezos. That's just like Bill Gates. Bill Gates, that's why him and his wife got divorced. Because come on, man, that's Bill Gates, man. And Melinda probably like, I'm not going to give you none. And he's sitting there like, yo, I got all these interns I done hired who, when I walk into the office or I come by, they looking at me googly eye. And they got to look like I will do whatever because he is Bill Gates. They trying to climb their way up. Like some of these women honestly is victims, but some of them is victim of circumstances. Let's just keep it real, man. They looking to climb up the ladder. Why you think certain females in Hollywood end up getting a movie role after movie role after movie role after movie role? You think it's all talent? Yeah, y'all really believe that? Terry Crews, the actor who played in White Chicks, show you that. And that's from a man's point of view. Little Jewish guy, allegedly, grabbed this man by his testicles in front of his wife. He sexually assaulted this big ass dude, talk all that gangster shit, talking about he'll beat up D.L. Hughley, he'll beat up all these niggas, but you couldn't beat up that little white Jewish man, allegedly, for touching your privates. And now you got a star on the Walk of Fame and all that type of shit. You think that didn't come without a price? And that's a 6 foot, 200-something muscle-bound man. What you think they'll do to a female who moved from Oregon, a small town in Oregon, small family? She have a dream of being an actress, and she go out to Hollywood, become a waitress. She living out her car. She got the chops. She got the talent, but she don't have the connections or the money. So then she going for an interview, a reading for a movie part. Producer, I like her. I give her the role, but she got to do X, Y, and Z. You think this shit don't happen? Money and power is a motherfucker, yo. I done been at the level with money, and I done came from the bottom, and I done been a nigga with that money. And I watch how females react to a nigga with money. And that's little money. It's not big money. Just imagine a person with big money and some power, yo. Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, all these people, man, they powerful. Bill Clinton, Joe Biden, allegedly, Governor Cuomo, all these men, white men at that. But somehow they could put the light on the black man. But the black man got a little power too. He just small time. But this is what these people do, man. It's sad, but it's reality. We got to stop thinking emotionally, especially in the black community. Because right now, y'all claiming Democratic, but they ain't did shit for us, yo. They done did something for everybody else, man. We can't even get a simple law to protect us from the police. We can't even get a simple they acting like reparations is so hard to give. It ain't hard to find out who is foundational Black American, who is my bad, was a spider crawling down from the damn thing from the ceiling. But it ain't hard to find out who is a foundational Black American. They act like that shit is challenging. They don't want to give us no money, no reparations. They don't want to give us a bill to protect us. They don't want to give us nothing. And y'all still voting and hoping. Like, Black people in the Democratic Party is like a female who gets beat and cheated on by a man and just thinking he gonna change one day. That is a sick way of thinking. How many of y'all, the two people in this room, how many of y'all would tell, if it's a male or female, how many of y'all would tell a cousin, a sister, or brother, a person cheating and beating them, how many of y'all gonna support them and say, hey, he gonna change one day? Or is y'all gonna tell your cousin or your brother or your auntie or whoever that, hey, you gotta move on, sis? Bro, you gotta move on, bro. So why we don't have that way of thinking? Why we just can't sit and be in the middle? You got Republicans right here, you got Democrats right here. Why we just can't sit in the middle and say, okay, who gonna do something for us? They not gonna do shit for us, we not gonna vote for you. It's power in numbers. But we think so emotionally. I don't like Trump because Trump called this person, that person. Yo, you at a job right now where your boss can say to you, I hate niggers. I guarantee you not gonna quit. I guarantee, especially if you work at GM, work for the state, work at the hospital, the big three, basically in any community around America, that's where Black people at. No, big four, because the federal. So federal, which is people who work at the post office and things of that nature, that's federal. The state level, treasury buildings and all that type of shit. GM, Ford, Chrysler, the big three. And the hospitals, the total big four. That's where Black people are concentrated at in large numbers because of the money and the benefits. And I guarantee you, if any of them CEOs come out and say, man, I can't stand these niggas, I guarantee you niggas ain't gonna quit. I was just telling my wife this today, well, last night, because they doing mandating for the vaccines, which to me, they forcing. So mandate to me means forcing. But I guarantee you, the big three have announced that they're going to tell everybody to mask back up. But wait until the big three tell Black people or tell people that work there, you got to get a vaccine or you can't work here. You know how many niggas that's against the vaccine gonna go get it? Why? Because benefits and economic slavery. Niggas got houses, niggas got big old trucks, niggas trying to take vacations. Niggas trying to keep up with the Joneses. So they gonna go get that jab because they don't want to lose their job. So at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, we gotta think beyond what we be thinking, man. It's not far-fetched that Cuomo did what he did. It's not far-fetched that I know Joe Biden allegedly did what he did, but don't nobody want to believe that woman. Everybody believe every other woman, but y'all don't want to believe that Joe Biden did what he did. See, that's what I'm saying, man. That's why it's hard to believe or it's hard to support certain things because certain shit is so false, man. Y'all can't pick and choose who y'all gonna ride on. That's why I said about this cancel culture. You know, y'all want to cancel the baby, but y'all don't want to cancel Lil Nas X. Like, make that make sense. You think what Lil Nas X doing is good for people to see? What you do behind closed doors is your thing. What they got to do with me? BET viewership is from kids all the way to grown people. Why would y'all allow that to happen? Kissing a man on TV. What's next? A grown man kissing a little boy in the mouth? What is going to take for y'all to say, hey, hold up, they going a little too far with the comedy? So this whole cancel culture, stop picking and choosing because it makes you look fake. That's why I say what I say. I feel like the cancel culture going to end up eating each other. Once they eat everybody, they're going to turn on each other and eat each other. That's just like United States. United States, nobody's going to come here. No Chinese, no Russians, no Koreans. None of that shit they be talking to y'all about. is going to come to the United States and take over the United States. That is some false ass shit. We got high-tech military. We got the best military. We got all the weapons. We got all the nuclear shit. And we ready to use it at any time. We the only country who ever used a nuclear bomb on somebody. So they know we'll drop a bomb on nigga in a heartbeat. Ask Japan. We're going to destroy ourselves from the inside out. That's how America going to fall. It ain't going to be, oh, man, it's going to be some foreign adversary. No, it's us, me, you. It's us that's going to cause this country to fail. Because everybody, it's right now, you got people, like I saw an article about Jennifer Aniston saying that she taking a side. So if somebody in her family not vaccinated or her friend not vaccinated, she basically cutting them off. That's what people did in the election. I had a friend of mine talked about this previous podcasts I did, a program that I did on here. About basically had a friend, it hurt for a minute, but then I understand like she emotional. But she didn't want to be my friend no more, man. All because I don't agree with her voting for Joe Biden. And she thinking that since I'm talking about Joe Biden, that I'm somehow a Trump supporter. I don't give a fuck about that fat fuck either. Wrong is wrong, right is right. I see something that she don't see. So I just want to come to y'all with this breaking news about Cuomo and break it down from what I see. The man is human. The man obviously had issues with power. Power and money will corrupt anybody. So that man got to face the fire. Like my wife always say, what you do in the dark, come to the light, man. That's anybody. That's me. That's you, any of us. We humans. We gonna make mistakes. Now, the only reason this man confiding, confessing, and saying he's sorry, and he talking about his daughters because he got caught. I've been a man who cheated and got caught. Only reason I said sorry, because I got caught. If I was a real man at that time, I would have told who I was with, hey, man, listen, whoop, whoop, whoop. But when I got caught, oh, I'm sorry, baby, blah, 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 blah. And guess what? She took me back. That's why I said females, it's like Democrats, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to the Democrat Party. They get abused and keep getting abused, but they still thinking they're going to change. So that's my thoughts on it. Y'all enjoy y'all day. To the 2 people who stayed in the room, shout outs to y'all. I hope y'all enjoy what I was talking about. Y'all enjoy y'all day. Peace.